What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on DC Future States. Today we're covering the finale of Dark Detective, written by Mariko Tamaki and drawn by Dan Mora. In this issue, Bruce Wayne makes his last stand against Peacekeeper 01. I'll leave a link down in the description to get you guys caught up on the story. But yeah, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. At the Magistrate Headquarters, Peacekeeper 01 listens to reports of the missing drone units across Gotham. The rate of lost units has gone down, but there are still missing drones, meaning the Magistrate are vulnerable. Peacekeeper 01 sees the situation as a liability. All missing units must be accounted for. He gives the Magistrate programmers 30 minutes to produce a report. Peacekeeper 01 dismisses the workers. One worker's name is Hannah. She goes to get something to eat, supposedly. Instead, she takes a call from her father, Noah. Noah knows that Bruce, or Jeff as Noah would call him, is on the roof. Noah is a conspiracy theorist that thinks that he might have just solved something. He believes Jeff, aka Bruce, is up to something. Hannah tells her father to wait. She'll be there in a sec. Bruce on the roof of the apartment sets an alarm to keep both Noah and Hannah safe. He begins to climb down the ladder. When he gets down, Noah is behind him with a gun. Bruce knocks Noah out. Bruce then heads inside to further his plan of keeping Noah and Hannah safe. Bruce begins to set everything in motion. He takes family photos and puts them in a bag. Hannah walks in, asking for her dad. Hannah initially thinks that Bruce is robbing her father. He has a literal sack of Noah's possessions in his hands. Hannah says, "Where is my dad?" Bruce responds, "He's safe. For now." Hannah responds, "What does that even mean? What have you done?" Bruce walks toward Hannah saying, "Hannah, I'm sorry." Bruce knocks out Hannah and carries her with the sack out of the apartment. Bruce puts Noah and Hannah in a van and drives away. A bunch of drones arrive and secure their target on the apartment. The drones begin to open fire and destroy the inside of the apartments. Peacekeeper 01 realizes Bruce isn't there and tells his drones to abort the mission. That's when the rooftop has an explosion. Bruce put a bomb on the rooftop when he was there. Peacekeeper 01 loses signal of some drones. He tells his officers, "Find him. Find him now." Hannah wakes up in a van. Bruce reveals his true name to Hannah. He tells her the reason he pulled her and her father, Noah, out of the apartments. The magistrate was hunting him down to kill him, and they were about to be caught in the crossfire. Now, since Hannah is a programmer for the magistrate, Bruce asks if she knows about the magistrate's surveillance tech. Hannah pulls out a comm that has recordings of Peacekeeper 01's plans. Bruce finds out that the magistrate's plan is to install their own justice into Gotham. That's why they're watching every Gotham citizen. Bruce gets ready to go. Hannah wants to come because she's risked her life up to this point. Why not do it now? Bruce tells her to stay in the van and with her father. The magistrate won't find her. Bruce goes out as Batman in Gotham. He takes down magistrate officers and gets closer to the magistrate headquarters. He owns the shadows for now. The window of opportunity is closing every minute for Bruce. He must act fast. Now, Bruce causes an explosion, causing panic in the magistrate headquarters. Bruce makes it in and asks one of the computers to locate employee Hannah Harris. Bruce finds Hannah hacking into programs. They have both 4 minutes to escape. They begin to run through the burning halls of the magistrate headquarters. Peacekeeper 01 walks in. He knows Bruce is there. Peacekeeper 01 gets the jump on Bruce. He decks him to the ground. Hannah begins to run away. Bruce gets punched in the face by Peacekeeper 01. The big fight begins. We switch to Hannah running through the streets of Gotham. Cyberbots start walking through. Hannah takes a vitamin to hide herself from the cyberbots. Meanwhile, in the magistrate headquarters, a bomb is about to explode in a minute. Bruce and Peacekeeper 01 continue to fight. Peacekeeper 01 puts Bruce in a chokehold and says, "A tumor of ancient ideals, antiquated powers, chaos. I burned it all down so I could build a new city. City, my order. Think I won't kill you again to preserve it?" Bruce gets out of the chokehold and punches Peacekeeper 01 back and says, "This isn't your city, and you didn't kill me." Bruce and Peacekeeper 01 are both shot back by an explosion. They stand up and look at each other. Bruce grits his teeth. Peacekeeper 01 smiles. That's when the bomb explodes. The entire magistrate headquarters blows up. Hannah watches from outside. We're left to wonder if Peacekeeper 01 and Bruce survived the explosion. And that's how we end Future State's Dark Detective. So that was Future State Dark Detective number 4, the finale to the series, and I really enjoyed this issue. The artwork by Dan Mora is phenomenal as always. How he draws Batman, how he draws pretty much like a futuristic Gotham City, the action sequences, the facial expressions, everything about the artwork in this issue is perfect. Now the writing by Mariko Tamaki is really good as well. I actually liked Peacekeeper 01 as a villain. He's very menacing, his look was really cool, and seeing actually Bruce team up with Hannah was unexpected, but also really cool in the same right. Like, when I saw them teaming up in the issue, I was like, okay, this should be interesting. I don't know if I really like it yet, but by the end of the issue, I was like, you know what, I actually like this, I want to see this more. Now, the problem I have with this issue, though, the writing itself is good. I really like the writing in this issue. The story, awesome, has a cool cliffhanger, there's a lot of stuff going on, the pacing's well done, but this is the final issue and we leave off on this cliffhanger that we may never get resolved. Because now we're going to Detective Comics next month with Mariko Tamaki, but it's in present day. So it's not going to be continuing the story. Which on one hand, if you haven't been liking the story, then good, now you can check out a new story. But on the other hand, I've been really enjoying the story, and I actually want to see this continue, because it's probably one of the best stories coming out of Future States, and now it's ending, and there's not really a resolution. There's not really a resolution to this whole magistrate thing. I'm a little disappointed. And also in the issue, I'm not sure if they revealed that Peacekeeper 01 was really the big bad of this all. I hope that's not what it was, because in the issue he says like, oh, I don't know who did this, I tried to make a new city, a new order, which I was like, wait, so you're telling me this random guy became Peacekeeper 01, he caused all this, and now he just died with Bruce. Bruce probably gets out of this whole explosion at the end, and that's it for the magistrate? I thought there was somebody at the top of the magistrates, and then Peacekeeper 01. Not Peacekeeper 01 is like the leader, and if he gets stopped, then everything is like stopped. Like the whole magistrate is done. Like I feel like that's kind of dumb. I hope that's not what it is, because I'm not sure. Because I was reading through the issue, it sounded like that, but I don't think DC would do that. And I thought that's not what they were doing. I thought there was actually somebody at the top. You guys tell me your theories down below. I really like to know your thoughts on this, because yes, this finale issue is amazing in writing and artwork, but in terms of the overall Future State narrative, or at least like the Gotham City magistrate narrative, it kinda, but not really makes sense. It's not really an ending. And you probably say, what about the next Batman? That probably ended the magistrate thing. No, that did nothing with it, right? We got no resolution to the magistrate in the next Batman and Dark Detective, which are the main Batman series, the main Gotham series. I think this is it. I think this is it for all the Gotham Future State stories. And if this is how it ends, it's a little underwhelming. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. I still recommend it. Like, art and writing's really good, but the only thing that weighs it down from a 10 for me is just the overall Future State narrative. That's it. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. If you like the video, give a big thumbs up. New to the show, make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next Future State video. We only got a couple more to go. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.